Hello there, everyone. This is Iron Mark 3 and welcome back to Death Spiral Simulator. I think it is still entirely accurate, and I did end last time on a Death Spiral. Though, an external Death Spiral, not an internal one. The internal one is brewing right now because my hull is going bye-bye. But the external one is, of course, as I realised so unhappily last time, the storm is moving towards me. Now, on the bright side, I didn't realise this, but that last surge, right before the end of the last episode, when it moved there, actually did unlock these as safe destinations to go to. I just have to get there. This is going to be fun. Especially considering the fact I have no metal, so that's why my hull's falling apart in the first place, and I can't afford to dive into that without keeping repairs going. So I need to figure all this stuff out. I've been looking around. I have got a potential source of materials at the very least. I am thinking that I am going to scrap this legislative strengthening center. I know, it's very weird. I might think you've been having trouble with morale. Why are you going to destroy a morale building? Because, well, I could tear this one down as well for the same reasons, but I want to tear down this one, Sector 1, because it's out of position. Tearing it down would free up some space to hopefully put in some more docking bays later on, because I do need to move it sooner or later. Second, it's doing nothing for me. +0. And that's because those guys only kick in when there is a negative level of happiness. These guys are neutral, so they're not getting anything. That +1 from the dog has tipped these two sectors over into stability, of all things. While these guys are actually downright happy, so... I don't know why the people living in the fields are so darn happy, but then again, it is Sector 2, so if I look, +1, yeah, okay, I did remember correctly, +1 from Specialization Tier 2. So having that specialization has boosted the happiness in this sector. There's also the fact this sector's overcrowded and overpopulated, so I need to try and deal with that as well. Anyway, yeah, let's do that. Let's get the vital material I require immediately by tearing this down. Yes. And you are going to be completely paused, so we don't just vacuum all the material straight into here and straight into that. I want that to be built, though, so I can move some people. And just keep on going, yeah. Also, for some reason, the Stanford is not out there. I need to pull someone back to deal with that. Oops. Stanford. I'm going to pull back the Atet, I think. So let's unassign you. Oh, it's currently docking. Oh, is that the Atet right there? I guess so. I do love the animations of this. It's this game. I don't think I've said it before, but actually no, I have. Pretty sure I have said it before. But this game looks so good. Right, let's see. Stanford, you need to get back out into the black because I need you to harvest 55 science points, which are drifting very, very close to the edge of all this nonsense that's going on. Oof. Anyway, right, moving on. CRC, have you got something for me? You have. Abyss team managed to extract the intact data drive that was still installed in the center infrastructure. Disk was heavily encrypted and a significant percentage of its data was being corrupted. However, data was accessible and has proved very useful. Logs left behind the center's former inhabitants are technical and precise. They suggest the authors possessed an uncommon intelligence and acute sense of self-criticism. Strangely, the organized, methodical accounts are occasionally interrupted with mysticism and spiritual remarks. All praise the Omnissiah. They are seemingly present to justify the results of their Courtesan deductions. A spiritualist band, okay. It doesn't say anything. I'm wary slightly about that. It's saying identified several places of interest. We don't have time to explore everything, so I'm guessing that it'll let me do these things and then leave. But let's look at the field operations area for you guys. 110 science. That science boost is really kicking in. Shame I need time to actually harvest all of that. But anyway, yeah, moving on. Let's keep on moving. Right. Comments. Clint said, "Great vid. Keep up the good vibe. The vibe is we're all doomed." And yep, now we have corpses floating in front of our slowly turning station, so that kind of illustrates that fact. But yep, it's not a dead ship; it's a bolt-on accessories. Wish that was true. Orc thought had big red button. Yeah, I actually, as soon as I saw your comments, like, why can't we do that? Why can't? Oh my, that body is right there, isn't it? Why can't we strip down like spare thrusters and things? I mean, we're a test station. Why can't we bolt some extra EKP thrusters from this massive monstrosity onto our ship and make it go faster? We must make the station go at unreasonable speeds. Obviously it can handle going faster because, well, we can upgrade the engines already. Probe has completed its scan, thank you all. Just had the probe trying to find some more resources around the place. Do I only have one? No, look, I've got 2 mining ships out. Oh, I didn't tell Hulk to go mine stuff. Whoops. Oh well. The more you know. The more you know. I want more ships out, but I just don't have them. And unfortunately, our view of the slowly floating corpses has been reset. So I still can't get over the size difference, though. The UN ship is, well, it makes sense. The entire world built the UN ship, while we were built by just a company. Okay, moving on. Happy Afer also had a comment for us. I realised the Tycoon was not meant to primarily be a colony ship, but he still started with 100 people as crew, and I doubt not a single one would have a pet. You make a fair point about the pet bit. Colony ship, it's meant to test it, so it's like a very minor colonizer, but it's not meant to be doing like massive, long stretch stuff like it's doing. So there is that, I guess. As far as I remember, the initial mission was to jump to that other system, build a station or settlement if possible, and then return. That is all correct, yes, that was the initial mission statement. If they had to make a working living space, pets would definitely improve feelings and morale of the station, which would make a good idea to have them on board. Yeah, if I was designing a colony ship, I would include that stuff. Yes. Retrieve all signs from reactor wreckage. Okay, good. Thank you, Stanford. You can go back into your cozy safety. Stanford is the only science ship that's currently safe.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Where's the ship that's out? I think it's you. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Pause on the comment because there is more. And that is the fact that P38 has finished something. Actually, no, I want to wait until that finishes harvesting the science there. Just in case something bad does happen. But P42 is good to go. Wait, no, P42 is the one that's doing colony stuff. Never mind. Back to the comment. I mean, maybe this dates back slightly to my time playing Sword of the Stars, where the advanced colonizer actually transports chunks of biosphere and like landscape to the colony. But it does make sense that it's not just humans making the trip. Ooh, level up. Very nice. More cargo is good in this time because we are short on time. Actually, let me just check something real quick. Can I research? I have massive amounts of science and I've not spent it, but I want to try and do something about my ship's survivability issues. Let's pick up self-welding so that the mining ships can have their improved survival chance. Then I could increase their mining efficiency or I can increase their speed. I feel like I want to boost the engines to hell on all of my ships. Just because it'll let me move them, it'll make them more efficient. Actually, maybe doing that to the cargo ships first rather than the mining ships would be better because they spend a lot more time in transit. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's boost those. Anyway, yeah. Sorry. Moving on. Moving back. Moving to the comments. Yes, the comment. Comment. I know it's probably meant to happen only after the engine tests. Yeah, I mean that would explain the fact that the ring is basically empty side of things, wouldn't it? So the ship was planned to be built up once the initial testing run was done, but it never got that final refit, I guess you could call it. That's why it's basically just an empty hull for the most part. But it meant for the Tycoon to transport and sustain life until the station is set up, they must have built it to ensure that is possible. Again, all that empty space. On another note, how long does the construction of the extra housing going to take? There are 250 plus homeless people waiting for housing. Having homeless people doesn't seem to have be that bad in this game. Unlike Frostpunk, where they freeze to death very quickly. Yeah, that's true. But always having the icon that bothers me. I'm the kind of game that always solves these minor issues immediately, even if only to ensure the UI is as clean as possible. Do I have to provide housing for everyone? Well, actually, to be honest, I kind of want to get rid of those as symbols as well, because they're warning symbols. Like, it shows something is not going right. The main reason I've not really managed to do much with it is, at this point, actually lack of space. And, you know, I've been trying to shuffle things around quite a bit as needed. I've got to leave that cell block housing there while there's so many people in this sector here. Hang on a sec, I've just thought of a problem, potentially. We have 60 colonists. We need 90... Damn it. I need to build a center for a while. Okay. Yeah, I need there we go, a colonist training center, which is really big and chunky, and actually won't fit anymore in Sector 1. I'll just have to put it into here. I mean, there is space in Sector 6 right now. So that'll do for now, and there is non-pop I can train, sorry, non-workers I can train in here for the colony, but unexpected problem. Anyway. But yeah, the housing thing, it's just because I've been consistently unable to build enough housing, and I've not been upgrading my housing either, I've been prioritising other things as well. But with more space coming online in Sector 6, where the food is grown, that should work out a lot better, I think. Though at least hull stability is okay for the moment. Anyway, that's just those two comments caught up with, and talk about how I'm failing as an administrator because I'm not looking after my people. 284 people. Oh, they're self-welding. The upgraded research speed, by the way, is absolutely amazing on that tech lab. I don't have a penalty yet from... Oh no, I do have a -1 penalty in the sector because of more than 25%. But that 25% -1, I think there's another one if it gets much more severe, like -2, but apart from that, I've not really noticed any penalties. Can't say I have. Okay, here we go. Team identified a sealed landing bay at P38. Once home to several craft with different sizes, signs of EKP travel were found, of a type much more advanced than any we've come across so far. Yes, please let us salvage the advanced thrusters of this bloomin' ship. Please. I want the shiny things. The team also found traces of organic matter and blood. Oh. Some of this was salvageable, and sample analysis revealed several species seem to have passed through the area. Species. All DNA samples showed some structural similarities to that of humans. It seems likely that this complex was used as a test site for the introduction of a species to the P38 ecosystem. The various integrity sensors of the crew suits, as well as those of the Abyss, indicate that it is necessary to repatriate the team. Okay, so this is... So it does actually not let me explore everything, but it tells me, hey, by the way, the ship's degrading, the suits are degrading. If we keep going, it's going to be extremely risky. But that's why I checked those 2 sites first, rather than the tanks, because these might tell me more things. So let's go ahead and leave the planet. Whoa, jeez! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! 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 All ships return immediately. Oh my God! That surge. Hopefully it rolls back later, because otherwise this is going to be an absolute nightmare to deal with. I guess I can stop researching engine upgrades. I mean, I researched engine... Okay. Look at that nonsense. Wow. Okay. So...
A ship has been destroyed by a space weather event.
No, not the Abyss. I might be about to lose all my ships. You know, I've recalled basically everything. The one at CP is not doing anything. This transport, the Troy, is probably going to get wrecked. I wish there was a hotkey to avoid.
Transfer complete.
Thank you. I moved 130 people across, but
A probe has completed its scan.
it looks like it's not affecting my hull directly. Not while we're here, but we are... Yeah. Yeah, there's no click or drag function. Hang on.
A ship has been destroyed by a space weather event.
Okay, the tally is in. We've lost 5 ships. Both our mining ships are down. We've lost 2 cargo ships. Sorry, 3 cargo ships. Actually, that's 6 ships because we lost the Abyss as well. Looks like ships actually at site don't actually get affected though, because so far the Maxwell is unaffected, and we are not being affected either. Where we are, there's no penalties from this. So right now we are currently sheltered, it seems like, but we can't stay here. And we can't deploy our fleet here either, which is the big thing. So we need to actually move. Right now with our upgraded engines, if we move, it is a 4.2 cycles to get to the nearest safe zone where I can deploy ships again. Problem is, my sectors will run out of power halfway there. I do have plenty of alloy in storage right now, so I think my approach will be boost my power storage a bit in sector 1 at least. I mean, sector 6 for some reason is very angry with me. Oh, starving. Oh, I see. It's because people transferred in, and they did that right before food time. Also, there's an unassigned stockpile there. I'll tell you to store food. Also, you're running on extra hours. Why? Why are you running on extra hours? Oh, you're 1 worker short. Seriously. I don't know why I keep saying seriously, because of course the game's being serious. But I can transfer 2 workers from sector 1. Or 5. Sure. Okay, let's see what I can do to prepare in my last moments before I have to fire the engines. Alright then. That's as good as it's going to get, I'm afraid. 2.7 cycles before the sector shuts down. But I pushed my alloy supplies almost to the wire. I'll run out of alloys partway through, but I'm thinking maybe I should hang on just long enough for the recycling plants to process, which gives me another 100 alloy. But I also want to avoid launching with the hull badly damaged as well. So that's kind of what I'm banking on, actually. Yeah, okay, that's going to tick over just in time. Good. Get me alloy, get the ship's hull back patched up. There we go. We're out of iron ore, we're out of alloy. We are... I'm building... As you can see, I've got production running full tilt out here, so replacement ships are being put together. I just reached out to tell them what they need for the docking bay, which gives me... no, it's not that. It's that one. Which gives me boosted repair efficiency. I did that because I can get an upgrade for the Tycon hull, which will help protect me from deterioration. At least a little bit. Anything I can do to make this a bit more survivable. And then I'll launch. So yeah, a couple of cycles and then off we go. And we'll see what the hell happened, because I can't prepare any further. I just don't have the resources or materials. Or, yeah. I'll just be tapped out, essentially. Good, I can get the extra protection. And tick. Okay, right. We have the last upgrade we can gonna grab with our current resources. Steel fiber patches. Our hull is ready to roll. As close as it's gonna get. 3.6 cycles. Sector 2 will shut down in 1.8. Sector 6 will shut down in 1.3. I just don't have the materials for any more batteries, so I have to launch as is. So this might be another death spiral, but we have maximum trust, we have hull's as good as it's going to get. We have maximum travel speed, we have maximum reduction to travel wear and tear. So we're going to hit depressurized R&D, and fingers crossed that we're going to make it. Right. Off we go.
Caution. Entering stellar storm.
I am aware, yes. Thank you. Minus 14, so good. We're barely losing anything moving at the moment, though visibility is absolutely rubbish. Part of me wonders though, the stellar storm, was this caused by the destruction of the flashes of lightning? Was this caused by the destruction of the Etamananki? Or is its drive even more destructive than ours? But last system did have something very odd in terms of weather. Oh well. I think that's the star over there, that flashing light. Oh dear. Degradation is increasing slightly, but that's because we've lost Sector 6. That was one of the repair docks there. I just hope this doesn't bust one of my solar panels. That would be really bad. Sector 2's down. Ooh, come on. Hold together, baby. We're gonna make it. But yeah, by the way, the reason I was increasing speed on my craft was actually so that I was thinking maybe it's like...
Entering debris field.
Okay, good, we made it. Everything's going back up. A lot of starvation going on though, but I was expecting that. Because everything was powered down, but there is tons of food in storage, so we'll be okay for storage. Whew. Okay, we need resources ASAP. Namely, we need steel. Well, I keep calling it steel, it's alloy. Oh, that's a big one right there. Let's get those. Am I missing a mining ship? I am missing a mining ship for some strange reason. Weird. Ah well, let's get no wait, no. Apparently I am undersigned it for some reason. Right, there we go. Every dock should have a mining ship on it. You have 2 cargo ships. Wait, no. Really? It unassigned the mining ships. Does it auto unassign them? Why does it have a science symbol next to it? I do not understand. Ah well, I want the mining ships out immediately though. I just hope we haven't got one returning to us from in the middle of the debris field, which I don't think is going to happen. Anyway, we've made it. I think we're going to survive this, no problem. Well, here we are. I didn't get a good look at it when we arrived, but this is the depressurized R&D district. It's a more cylindristic style thing with attached pods to the side. But we have ships all over the place which can go to check multiple places. Ignore the fact that my hull is about to fall apart. This might actually be a bit of an issue because of how quickly it's falling apart. Actually, I just realised I can deconstruct the emergency batteries for an immediate injection of alloy to try and stop that from happening. I didn't install an emergency battery in this area. Those two are permanent ones. So those two can go down. I'll leave those two where they are because I also want to shift slightly from there to try and do things. Right. We've also got the iron processor firing up. We're about to get a big injection from the waste management again. So yeah, we're good. In other words, we're good. Right. Next thing though on the docket is we've got the R&D section where we are. We've got the medical district and we've got the habitation wreckage. So let's start checking these things out. Central identified parts of the Etamananki adrift in the Crook system. Initial readings, no thermal activity, power signatures, or signs of life. This is the Crew Stanford. The section of wreckage is massive. I believe it remains of a research and development district. The laboratories... Not lab... I realize how that sound. I didn't say lavatories, I said laboratories. I got the BR. Laboratories. There we go, that's clearer. We've seen look virtually destroyed, but we did find an intact security room. The sign of us entry reads Orn 8. To access the room, we need power from the Tycoon via the RTP. Unfortunately, specific accreditation is also required to open the room's armored door. The neighboring residential area has collapsed, making the balance of this area unstable. We spotted some emergency cryopods within the debris, though it doesn't look like there was enough time for a full evacuation. Residential parts collapsed. The exoskeletons of the Stanford's crew will prove useful in mitigating risk. The team will try to locate signs of possible survivors. The Stanford team searched the former laboratory to find out research was done on the Etamananki. I'll use this one because it requires the exoskeletons, so there we go. Medical district wreckage over here. Preliminary analysis suggests that this section of the wreckage contains the remains of a medical core district. We've arrived at the site. We estimate that 2/3 of the district is missing. Remnants of cooling pipes have generated a haze that hangs around the debris and hides the floating corpses of Etamananki crew. Identified 2 viable areas for investigation: the ruins of a research facility and an area devoted to medical care. Let's check the... Actually, my crew are being uppity again. I'll check the medical district first. Let's do that. Medical area first. I mean, it's a specialty of the area. Last one, habitation sector. Okay, sensors identified a section of the Etamananki. Initial readings indicate a large amount of floating debris present in the area. We have also detected heat signatures, electromagnetic emissions, and a weak radio signal deep within the wreckage. We are currently unable to decrypt the signal. This is the Copernicus team. We have entered the habitation sector wreckage. Many mutilated bodies and cryopods float in the void, able to pinpoint the exact area of the unusual readings. So, the only option is to sort the cryopods. Okay. Kind of wish I had a 4th science ship now, but my 4th science ship is stuck all the way over there. That blooming space storm, though. Ugh. Improved filters has been unlocked. Excellent. Our mining ships are now operating at maximum efficiency in terms of resources they get from each rock they mine. I figured I might as well pick that up as my next focus. I keep forgetting to focus on getting crew space. Ugh. Oh well. And apparently there's cryopods hanging around. Oh well. The ships are on top of it. The ships are on top of it. Okay. R&D districts. Most of what remains of the residential area is just shapeless metal. Children appear to have been locked in housing structures while adults turn to improvised weaponry in a fight against an unknown aggressor. Bodies of the team come across have either been crushed by debris or sliced by a cutting laser. It's the other guys. That's what the black market ship was using. But how big was the black market ship to attack a ship the size of the Etamananki? I mean, sure, it must have been more combat focused, but it's like the signs are all over the place. The team did find some intact cryopods and also located the quarters of the techno supervisor of the area. High in rank, their dwelling was a much larger size and filled with an unknown technology. Their security key has been recovered. Okay. I needed the science points for the moment, so I'll let that tick down. Medical districts. District is in ruins. The Francis team had to stop several times during the investigations to clear away debris. Violent clashes appear to have taken place in districts. It seems that even before the attack, the medical capacity of the Etamananki was oversubscribed. Recovered data suggests the congestion within the ship's core centres worsened over time. The team was able to recover a number of intact emergency cryopods. So, what that tells me is one of the basic forms of wealth on the Etamananki was actually space. As referenced in the previous sector, where like the much bigger crew quarters was like for the big guy in charge, the head honcho of something. Also, more and more oversubscribed, worsened with time. That means they didn't have population control, so their crew numbers kept increasing, and I think that was going on consistently rather than the ship slowly breaking and crew space availability going lower and lower and lower. I think it's just for the fact that too many people were. The ship was just getting overcrowded because they just weren't controlling themselves. Still 270 cryopods, 23 things. Go ahead and I'll leave you be for the moment so I can pick up that sweet, sweet science because I am actively researching stuff. Habitation sector. Finished our evacuation. Whoa, 795. Finished our evacuation of cryopods, able to recover a large amount. They're ready for extraction. The recovery area is horrifying. The body parts that float here are mostly from civilians. The dwellings of the habitable sector look more like slums than real housing. The population density must have been extremely high. Some bodies show clear signs of disease and malnutrition. Yeah, the ship was not keeping up with everything. And again, I'll leave you for a moment. Oh, no science. Let me just
population transfer complete.
Deprioritize that. Yeah, I'm shuffling some people around because Sector 6 was low on workers and there was 15 colonists ready to go back to Sector 1. So 15 colonists, 20 workers got shuffled around. Habitation sector. Just looked at that one. Okay. Luckily that space storm hasn't moved, for which I am very grateful. There we go. All that is going on, but our ship is okay. We managed to relocate without too much trouble. It's been pretty steady. Luckily, I think pumping through those last-minute technologies and making sure I had more power in Sector 1 helped with that. I do need to upgrade my battery tech as well, but I'm throwing all of my research points around as fast as I can to wherever I can for sustainability, I think, more than anything else. Ugh. But yeah, unfortunately though... Oh wow, we're almost at 2,000 people. Unfortunately though, you probably heard that through my microphone, but that's the end of the episode, so we're going to have to end it there. I regret to say that Death Spiral Simulator has failed again. This is maybe the second episode where I'm not actually in a death spiral or being threatened with one at the end of an episode, so yeah. Give the game time, it'll catch up with me once again. I am fully expecting this massive space storm to reverse course and come back at me, because that would be a massive pain to try and deal with. But yeah, until next time. This has been Iron Mark 3. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe. Helps out me, helps out the channel, and gives me those virtual head pats I oh so crave. And I'll see you all later. I hope the storm does dissipate though, because I still need to get supplies to Crooks P42. I get the feeling that's going to be the last thing we do in the system. Also, science from P38s. At least we know being at a location protects you from weather. It's just moving that's the problem.